Heavy breathing, oxygen scraping through the mask, metal groaning like it's about to split open. I thought the pressure would kill me, but the real danger wasn't outside in the water. It was inside the station, my glove pressed against reinforced glass. On the other side, nothing but black. 7,000 meters of crushing silence. Then I saw it. A bloody handprint on the inside. If you're hearing this recording, never come to these Mariana Trench coordinates, because whatever is down here, it's getting ready to come up. The descent to Station Horizon took 6 hours. 6 hours inside a titanium sphere, dropping into the deepest trench on Earth. The ocean stopped feeling like water after the first 1,000 meters. It became weight. A mountain of liquid pressing in from every direction. The hull creaked, not loudly, just enough to remind me that physics doesn't negotiate. Control lost contact with Horizon 48 hours ago. No distress call, no debris, no escape pod. Just silence. Silence at that depth isn't natural. It means something ended fast. When I docked, the exterior lights were still active, soft white beams cutting into endless dark. That was wrong. If systems failed, power should have been the first thing to go. The clamps locked with a metallic slam that echoed through my bones. No greeting, no voices, just the low mechanical hum of oxygen recyclers. Inside, the air smelled metallic, old, cold enough that my breath fogged even with environmental systems online. Condensation dripped from overhead pipes in slow, rhythmic taps. Each drop sounded amplified. My boots echoed through narrow corridors reinforced with steel ribs. The walls felt closer than memory, like the station had shrunk. Station Horizon, this is Agent Kabir. Respond. Nothing. Then I heard it. A soft hum. Human, off-key, calm. I followed it toward the observation deck. There, they were all there. 5 crew members, standing shoulder to shoulder in front of the reinforced glass that looked into the trench. Not speaking, not moving, just staring into black water. Captain? No response. They didn't turn, didn't blink, didn't shift their weight. Just staring like something out there deserved worship. The humming continued. Captain Rao. It stopped. Slowly, unnaturally slowly, he turned. His eyes were black, not shadowed, not dilated, black, end to end. Agent Kabir, he said, but his lips moved slightly after the words came out, like the sound wasn't synced to the body. You came. The others turned at the exact same time, same angle, same speed. Their eyes matched. I felt something cold settle in my stomach. Where is the black box? I asked. The captain tilted his head, curious, studying me. You are standing in front of it. A ripple moved across the observation glass. From outside. Not impact, not a creature. More like the darkness shifted. Something large displaced the black. The trench gave us a gift, the captain said. One of the crew twitched. His arm jerked sideways at an impossible angle before snapping back into place. No reaction, no pain. That's when I saw the faint movement under their skin. Subtle ripples beneath flesh, like something adjusting from inside. They're dead, I whispered. The captain smiled wider. They are vessels. The humming returned, louder. But now it wasn't just them. It came from the ceiling vents, from the speakers, from the walls. Agent Kabir, it said again, in my voice, perfectly mimicked. My breath shortened. The black box wasn't mechanical. It was biological. A signal discovered in trench sediment. They brought it in, studied it, listened to it.
And it listened back. It learned voices first, then patterns, then movement. The captain stepped toward me. His gait glitched, like frames skipping in bad footage. "We learned so much," it said. Behind the glass, the abyss pulsed again, something enormous shifting without showing form. My radio crackled. "Turn around," my own voice whispered. I didn't. I pulled a flare from my belt and struck it alive, and it listened back. It learned voices first, then patterns, then movement. The captain stepped toward me. His gait glitched, like frames skipping in bad footage. "We learned so much," it said. Behind the glass, the abyss pulsed again, something enormous shifting without showing form. My radio crackled. "Turn around," my own voice whispered. I didn't. I pulled a flare from my belt and struck it alive. Red light flooded the deck. The crew recoiled violently. Their skin shimmered beneath the glow. For a second, I saw it clearly. Thin black tendrils threaded inside their skulls, weaving through bone and muscle. The captain lunged too fast. I fired. The round hit center mass. No blood. Black fluid leaked from the wound, thick and unnatural. He fell, but kept twitching, mouth opening and closing like a broken puppet. The others advanced, movements jerky now, less coordinated. Alarms erupted. Pressure warning. Hull integrity compromised. The observation glass began forming microscopic fractures, spreading outward like frost. "You cannot leave," the entity said. It used my mother's voice this time, then mine, then 5 voices layered together. The station trembled violently. Metal screamed as external pressure pushed harder. I ran. Red emergency lights spun through corridors. Steam burst from ruptured pipes. Water sprayed in thin, violent streams. Behind me, footsteps, irregular, fast. The humming shifted to a high-frequency shriek. I reached the docking bay. The submersible hatch was sealed. Override code entered. Authorization denied. The system replied, in my voice. It had infected the network. Footsteps closed in. I raised my weapon and fired into the control panel. Sparks. Smoke. Manual release engaged. The hatch slid open. Water forced its way through growing fractures along the ceiling. I dove inside and sealed it. Through the viewport, I saw them, all 5 crew members, standing at the edge of the docking platform, perfectly still again, watching. Their black eyes reflecting rotating red alarms. Then the glass shattered. The trench consumed station horizon in one violent implosion. Steel collapsed inward like crushed foil. Silence followed. The ascent felt endless. Every creak of the hull made my chest tighten. No more voices, no humming, just the steady hiss of oxygen and my pulse hammering in my ears. When I broke the surface, dawn light spilled across calm water, peaceful, ordinary. Recovery teams pulled me aboard. Vitals normal, no parasites detected, no foreign organisms found. They called it stress psychosis, deep-sea trauma. I didn't argue. That night, alone in my cabin, I stood in front of the mirror, exhausted, alive. For a moment, I believed I had outrun it. The lights flickered just once. My reflection blinked. I didn't. A thin darkness crept across my irises, spreading like ink in water. No pain, no pressure, just awareness. A whisper inside my skull, calm, patient. "We are going up." I understood then. It never needed the station. It needed access, a vessel capable of reaching the surface, and I delivered it. Now the ocean is quiet again, too quiet. Sometimes, late at night, when everything goes still, I hear humming beneath the silence. Soft, familiar. If you ever see someone staring too long into deep water, if their eyes seem darker than they should, don't ask what they saw, because whatever lives in the trench isn't waiting below anymore. It's already here.